I've been doing landscaping for the last 10 years and I've made a lot of mistakes. Fortunately for you, I'm gonna tell you the mistakes that I made so you don't have to. The very first mistake that a lot of you make is you're cheap. You're too cheap and not frugal. Frugal is a little bit different. Frugal, you're like smart with your money. No, you guys are cheap. You don't invest in yourself. You don't invest in equipment. You don't invest in the right people, and you want to do things on the down low. If you can't spend $10,000 on something, how do you expect to ask a customer for $100,000 for them to say yes? You can't. You know why? Because you're a cheap bitch. The second thing, and most important for a lot of you guys, most of you are drunks, alcoholics, drug addicts, smokers. I like to smoke a little cigars here and then, but a lot of you guys indulge in all the wrong things. And the sugar booger, or the booger sugar, whatever it's called, the cocahanas, that is not going to be good, especially for business. And I know a lot of you guys get together in your little parties, 4 a.m, and you're ripping lines. I used to do that when I was 24, 25 years old. Didn't get me anywhere in life. When I stopped doing that, that's when my whole life changed. So most of you work, you come home, man, you got to take a load off. Tough day. Ugh. And you'll fucking drink a beer, and then you drink another beer, and drink another beer. Before you know it, you're 4 beers deep, beating your wife. Not a good not a good idea. What you should do is not drink at all and focus solely on your business, improving yourself. Get around an environment where it's expansive, growth, not, oh, let's just drink and hang out. If all your friends drink on the weekend, if they're just freaking losers, bums, that's a good sign to leave those friends. I had to do that myself. I had to leave all of them behind in order for me to become who I am today. I know a lot of you guys look up to me and you're like, T, you the best, you the bomb, bro. I want a company like you. I want to do a $100,000 job. You rip off all the customers, bro. I want to rip off customers like you. But at the same time, I talk shit about you because you're a fucking bastard. Okay? At the end of the day, I don't rip anyone off. We did a fantastic job. Homeowner's extremely happy. I'm not an alcoholic. I can control my vices, right? I like doing things that feel good. Okay, I like doing things that I'm not really supposed to do, but I have learned through time that if I continue to do those things, if I continue to side with the devil, then my life is not going to be very pleasurable later on. Pain now, pleasure later. But a lot of you, what you're doing is pleasure now, get hammered, drink, hang out with the boys, go out, bang gross, disgusting creatures, and pain later. Pick your pain. It's either pain now, pleasure later, or pleasure now and pain later. I'd rather have pain now. Stay hard. And remember, when you are in your 20s, you should be doing nothing but working your ass off and improving yourself, going to events, going to workshops, reading books, like doing things, sucking information from other people. Every time I meet someone that is very successful and super like extravagant, every single multimillionaire, billionaire I've ever met, they're very extravagant. They're like bigger than life. Wow, look at this, look at this, look at this. The way they talk. I'm like, let me just see what their mannerisms are like. How do they laugh? How do they pay the bill? How do they talk to other people? How do they talk to girls? Like, this is something that's always interested me. And when I'm around them, I just sit and I be quiet and I observe. And that's what most of you need to start doing. A lot of you come, let's say you guys come to the workshop and you just start yapping. I notice the people that yap too much are the most broke. Brokies, complete broke. You want to be quiet, zip it. When you're around other people that have more value than you, shut your fucking mouth. Be quiet, listen, stop yapping. I don't care about your opinion. I don't care about your business. Obviously, if your business was better than mine, you wouldn't be here, okay? Zip. There's always the biggest dick on the block in every single friend group. And when you're new in the circle, zip it. Listen. Pay attention. Don't drink, don't do drugs, and improve your life. Another one is procrastination. This is number 3 for you, procrastination. You guys take too long to make a decision. If something right there interests you, let's say you want to come and you want to learn how to become a sculptor, okay? Glass blower, whatever this is. Okay? I have an interest in this. I want to do this. What am I going to do? Am I going to go and start watching YouTube videos? Yes. Am I going to go start reading books? Yes. But the fastest way to become this good at becoming an artist and a glass blower is to go hang out with a guy that knows how to do this. And maybe this guy's class is a couple $1,000, but you're really interested in how they do this. Most of you take too long to make a decision on saying yes, the money. Let me just learn how to do this because I want to save time. Another example that you understand is a dump trailer. Most of you, when you actually needed a dump trailer, you didn't get it because you're a pussy. I don't need it. I'll figure it out. I'll just keep renting. And then when you finally got the courage, you're like, bro, I just need a dump trailer. And you went and swiped the card. You paid cash, you wrote the check, whatever you did. And you got the dump trailer and you have it for a week, 2 weeks. And every single day you have it, you're like, bro, what was I thinking? Why did I not just buy the dump trailer when I needed it 2 years ago? And then you start feeling embarrassed and you feel ashamed of yourself. And I learned with this also, but my need for a dump trailer was only 2 months. I procrastinated for 2 months. So I'm guilty of this. But as soon as I got my first trailer, I'm like, bro, this is a game changer. And then became the Ditch Witch, game changer. Then it became a truck, game changer. Then it became another trailer and another trailer.
Another one. Another one.
Now, Randy calls me up and he's like, T, I want a new truck. Randy, we already have a dump truck. What do you need a new truck for? Yeah, but dump truck's not fun to drive around. It's too clunky. It's not this, not that. I don't have a rack. It's a pain in the ass. I'm like, all right, fine. 2 weeks later, he's got a truck. Boom. Made a decision. Act. Most of you lag too much. Make a decision. It's either yay or nay, but don't go back and forth. Oh, I need this and start complaining. Move. Act. Done. Number 4, taking too big of projects for your business. Let's say you just started maybe a year or 2 in, and someone calls you and says, hey, I want you to build me a deck like this, with the deck swinging out this way, hanging over 60 feet in the air, like that. Most of you would be like, oh, yeah, let me come out there. But the real answer should be, I'm sorry, but it seems like that's out of our scope of work. It's just a little too complex. Can I refer you to a deck building company? They'd be more than happy to give you a price. That's what I would do. Straight up. Don't bite off more than you can chew. Take things small, little at a time. I know this one kid, he's in Gokeng. He started his business in 2019, 2021 or 2020, 1 year into it. Someone called him from Atherton. Atherton is like one of the biggest, like Beverly Hills. Crazy houses, estates. They're not even homes. Makes $2-3 million homes look like brokies. They have $2-3 million in landscaping. Called and like, hey, I want to have a pool put in. I want to have this done, this done, this. And he's like, okay, no problem. Gave her a price of $850,000. Worked 2 years to get out of debt because he opened credit cards to pay off the project, to finish it on time, and just to get out there. Is that worth it? No. Because he bit off more than he could chew. You should take things slow. Take a $10,000 job, $15,000 job, $30,000 job. You can go ahead and jump to an 80, okay? See how you feel, but just know with an $80,000 job, you might risk losing $16,000 off the gate. 20%. If you mess up 20% of the project, you can lose. That guy, he did a $860,000 job, 200 grand out the door. Done. Number 5 is hiring the wrong people. Most of you have this misconception that you want to hire someone at $20 an hour, 22, and train them up to become a mason. Why? That's such a waste of time. Stupid. What you want to do is hire someone at $35, $40 an hour, and then they train you. That would be a much better use of time because most of you are trying to save money. Again, rule number 1, you're cheap. Most of you are trying to save money and you want to get good people, but that's not the right way to do it. You want to spend money to get good people. Employees never cost money. What costs money is not growing your company. What costs money is staying small. What costs money is being cheap. What costs money is not buying the right equipment. What costs money is being a pussy. What costs money is you not having courage to grow the company. Remember, this is no longer a little Johnny's mowing service. This is a company. You want to build a brand. You want to build a business. And the only way to do that is you need great people in the business. There's not one business on the entire planet that has 1 employee or 3 employees that you know of that's worldwide. None. They have thousands of employees, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands. Apple, Google, Microsoft, Walmart, whatever. Nurseries, right? This plant was from Moon Valley. Okay, I think this was like $650, $700 to buy. I charged them $100,000. It took a team of people to make this thing grow. You know, it's a very healthy tree. It looks a little sad right now, but it's a healthy tree. Point is, stop investing in the wrong people and invest in the right people. But most importantly, invest in yourself. Number 6, no plan or design. Let's take this deck for example. It's very complex. There's 6x6 posts. Look at these square footings right here. It's pretty extensive. Engineer needs to approve this. And if you don't have a design saying you have to dig 12 feet down, 6 feet wide, how are you ever going to figure out how to do it? You're not. You have to get proper plans, and that comes later. So if you're starting and you're doing like a $10,000, $20,000 job, you can jot things out on a paper, but you have to make sure that the customer and you agree upon whatever the design is. What I used to do is take a paint can and walk with the customer and literally draw pavers here, grass here, plant there, lighting. I literally draw the entire yard in orange spray paint and then measure it out and give them a price like that. That's what I did. It was very easy, very simple. It got me going for the first year, 2 years, and then got to a point where I couldn't draw anymore because there's too many variables. There's grass, plants, irrigation, deck, concrete, pergola, shed, pool. There's too much. So now, I'm sorry, Mrs. Jones, let's get you a design. It'll be $5,000. Don't do things without a plan and a design so you know exactly what you're doing and the customer knows exactly what they're getting. Number 7 will be poor knowledge about your trade. If you don't know what you're doing on the job, how many inches you have to dig. For concrete, what are the specifications? For retaining walls, how do you do them? A lot of times you see these fail videos on Instagram and YouTube where people start building walls and then they start digging around them and the wall will fail. Why? Because the proper footing was not installed. Once you get the footing right, the wall is perfect. What do you do when it comes to installing travertine? What do you do when it comes to installing artificial turf? You have to know the right steps, procedures to take, and also permits. Some jobs you need permits. Like you can't install a swimming pool without a permit. Yeah, sure, you can install a fence, you can do flat work, you can install plants, that's not a problem. But if you're gonna go deep into the trade when it comes to engineering, grading, drainage, you're gonna need to have very extensive knowledge on exactly what you need to do and how you need to do it in order to save time. Because when you do the whole trial and error thing, let's say you do a big job, you do a crazy wall, you're like, yeah, I'll do this wall for 200 grand, and then you do it, and then 2 years later it fails. Guess what? That's going to cost you $300,000-$400,000 to fix, because now you have to go in there, rip the wall out, and redo everything. That is going to take so much money. This is why in the beginning of the company, I did not take any crazy retaining walls. I did like 2 footers, 3 footers. Whenever it was a 4 foot, 5, 6, 7 foot wall, I was scared. I was like, nope, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. But now, because I've been in the game for a decade, I can do those jobs because I know what to do. I've walked the walk. There is an algorithm, and you just need to learn it. And number 8, marketing. Photos, videos, reviews. You have to be known in your town for being the best landscaper. If you are known as the one-stop shop landscaper that can take care of everything, if there's drama, you're going to fix it. People see your mistakes online and they see how you fix it. That brings a lot of credibility, because a lot of people, what they do is they only post good things. Like you've seen a lot of times where I'll post a video and you'd be like, damn, he's out here posting all the mistakes he's making. He makes a lot of mistakes. It's part of business. Everybody makes mistakes. If you're not making mistakes, you're not growing. If you're not making mistakes, you're not learning. That's why you have to make sure that you market correctly and hire a company. Hire someone that can do your ads. Be very credible. If you need someone, you need help, message me. I got a bunch of people that I know that can do ads for you all over the United States. A lot of times you guys are just not using the tools that you have at your disposal because it costs too much money. It's too much. Think about it. If you do a bid for a customer and you're a little more expensive, why do they need to pay you for delivering a higher product? It's because they know they pay more, they get better. They pay less, they get way less. That's the secret. So you have to take that rule and apply it to your business too. You can't just get good deals on everything. What is that gonna do? You have to pay more and you'll get more. The more you spend, the more you get. And when you're doing all these high-end jobs, make sure you're getting a real photographer. Like all those crazy pictures you see on Instagram that we do and on my website, that's all done by a professional photographer. Like I pay him $1,000 a house. After we're done, pay him a rack. He comes in 2-3 hours, edits all the videos, boom, 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 in and out. That's what you got to do. Numero 9, job cost tracking. How much money are you making on each project? This is what a lot of you guys have no idea how to do. If you're not tracking with spreadsheets like this, then how do you know? This is what I was facing when I started. I was doing a job and I had a feeling. I was like, oh man, I feel like we did good on this one. We made money. But I had actually no idea how much money I actually made until it was end of the year time. My accountant would tell me, good job, T, this year you made $300,000. I'd be like, yes. But I have no idea if I made money on job 1, 2, 3 and lost my ass on job 5, 6, or I made money on all of them. I have no idea. Or I lost money the entire half of the year and I made the 300 grand the other 6 months. So I was working 6 months for free. But now what we're doing is we're tracking everything meticulously. If you can track it, you can change it. When I still make mistakes on job, we still make 2%, 3%, 0%, sometimes minus 5%, whatever it is. But at least I have data and I'll find out why. Why the did I lose money on this job? That's what I need to find out. You need data. You have to be very data driven. And this is what a lot of you fail because you're focused in the field, which is good, which you should be, but also you need to put a lot of heavy time into the back end systems, into what are the girls in the office doing for you. When a customer emails you, you have to email them back quickly. A lot of times you guys are losing deals because you take a week to respond. You go to a job, you measure everything, you do the bid, everything's good, and then you take 2 weeks to send the bid. Guess what? The homeowner already hired someone, and then you feel embarrassed to even send the bid. I'm only talking from experience. This is what I was doing. Very embarrassed. 2 weeks after you meet the client, oh, thanks for meeting with me, Mrs. Jones. Here's the proposal. Oh man, this would have been great 2 weeks ago, bro, but I already hired someone. I would have probably hired you. I got that a lot. So to hammer the point, make sure you're tracking, you have systems, you have processes, and you have data to support everything you're doing in the field. Number 10, and most important, you're not investing in yourself and in your business. Like a lot of you watch the videos, and you're like, man, I want to come visit T. I want to see what he's doing. I want to go to the job sites. I want to do all this. Well, guess what, bub? You can. This summer, every single month, I'm doing Applewood Workshop. Tour of all the job sites, showing you exactly how we do videos on each project. And then I'm going to take you back into the office and show you all the data, tracking, how much money we're making on this job. What's the profit margin? What's the contract look like? What do the girls in the office do to make my life easier? A lot of times you guys are wearing all the hats. You're doing project manager, sales, email coordinator, employee coordinator, payroll. It's too much, way too much. You don't have enough time in the day. Come here in person, learn how we're doing it. Tickets are $2,000 for both days. And on the last day, I'm gonna be taking you out to dinner, wine and dine you. We're gonna hang out, drink, chill, relax. Don't drink too much though, just one. And then you'll get to see how it's done. Guys, there's a formula. All you need to learn is the formula. When you want to learn how to bake a cake, you don't go to the store and just buy random stuff and go home and just start putting things together. 6 cups of flour, 2 cups of sugar. No, you get the recipe and you follow it exactly. Come to the workshop, learn the recipe, and you'll know exactly what I'm doing, and then you can go do it yourself. All you gotta do is go to IG, DM me, or comment the word workshop on one of my videos, and I'll send you the link. Book it. Get on a call with me, see if it's a good fit. Pay the money, come learn. Pay to play. Stop hoarding. Advance, conquer, learn. Like, comment, subscribe, unsubscribe, whatever you want to do. Later.